You are now live. Hello, this is Stephen in wonderful Wiltshire in England. I'll be live with you in a moment, and I've got a problem. Just a minute. I may be coming live again in a second. And we're going live on Amazon Live, so that's good. One of the feeds has failed, but Amazon Live is live. I was going to check that by going here and clicking, and hopefully I'll see it on the screen. And I've got to follow. Let's go hello. Which I could spell. Just a minute. Okay. Almost as soon as I got there, I got a new follow. Incredible. So hello. And we know that Amazon Live is working. We know that connection to Amazon Live is working. Something's not working. I don't know what it is. Okay, we're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube and LinkedIn. And of course, as you've just seen, we're live on Amazon Live. And welcome to the broadcast if you're watching on Amazon Live. Thank you. Now, I've got a new setup today, but I need to do something first. If I go over here and go here, hopefully I've got the right one. Just a minute. I'm always wary if I bring this on screen and take myself off full screen. Okay, so I switch my camera on, take the hello off screen. It's all go today, isn't it? And there we have the first item in the carousel, which is the Brio, which I'm going to highlight. Okay, so I've highlighted that, so that's working. I've got a new setup today. I'm still getting used to it. Yeah. So hello on Facebook, hello on LinkedIn, hello on YouTube, and most definitely hello on Amazon Live. This is Stephen broadcasting from Be Live, which is the logo you can see in the top right-hand corner. And the show today is called Lights, Camera, Action. It's all about webcams and microphones and audio gear and live video and Fitbits. I'm going to hide that and come back to me. It is all about Fitbits. I've started a new regime. Every morning I go for a walk for 90 minutes and I'm wearing my Fitbit. I'm taking my Samsung Galaxy phone and, of course, my Aftershocks headphones, all of which are down in the carousel. I'm just switching my phone on. So my phone is on and I should be able to, just give me a moment. If I go to me and to me again, just want to prove to myself that we're actually live on Facebook. Don't have to be, but it'd be nice if we were. And I've got a comment coming in from Corinda. And Corinda, thank you for your comment. I'm just waiting for it to come through into my studio. Sometimes things appear straight away. Sometimes there's a delay. So, okay. Should be able to. And me again. That's me. You heard me. If I go here, then we're actually live on Facebook. So I don't know where we're not live, but we are definitely live on Facebook. Just a word of explanation. This is the view from the camera, which is the OBSpot 4K camera, which we'll be looking at during this broadcast. And it's a live view of my neighbour's gardens. And you may see the odd bird fly by as it is live. Alexa, what is the temperature today?
At the moment, it's 17 degrees Celsius. Tonight, you can expect a low of 13 degrees.
Okay, so it is 17 degrees Celsius, low 60s, and Corinda's comment from Amazon has wended its way in and is testing on my page. Thank you, Corinda. I'm only live on my Amazon Live page today. Yesterday we were live on my page and Nick's page. And I forgot to say thank you to Be Live. Just let me make a change. I'm going to go here and go here. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to say thank you to Be Live, because we could see comments from both Amazon Live pages. Anyway, just a note, we're live on Facebook too, and live on Amazon Live. And I'm grateful to be here as always. Just a note, I'm testing on my page. Thank you, Corinda. Corinda's a good friend, lives in Staines in Middlesex. If you think of Heathrow Airport, you're not far away from where Corinda is. So, welcome to the broadcast with Stephen, live from England. I'm a bit out of breath. And this is Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen. Okay. And just finally, I am broadcasting from Be Live. And you'll see a lot about Be Live over the coming days. There's a webinar on Thursday, which I'm hoping to be part of, because Be Live is one of the best ways to actually broadcast to Amazon Live. And that's why I'm using it today. And we've got another comment coming through from Corinda. What I did today is, if I go in my carousel, you see why I'm at 6s and 7s in a minute, is if I go down here and I go that way. Oh, it's not updated. Oh, never mind. Okay, best laid plans of mice and men, Gangaglay. Things will come right. I know they will. They're bound to, aren't they? Okay. Right, so I'm going to forget that I'm not live somewhere and accept that I'm live on Amazon Live, because that's where I want to be, and that's where I enjoy being. And I am live broadcasting from below, of course. Okay, so now I've got the items that we're going to talk about down in the carousel, and I'm going to switch my second camera off. And the first item we're going to talk about is this one, which is the Logitech Brio camera. I've got a new camera coming tomorrow. I'm not going to say what it is, because if Corinda knows what it is, then he'll go and get one. I've got a new camera coming together. We're all looking forward to Amazon Prime Days, which are this month, 11th and 12th. And I'm gearing up for that. I'll be doing several shows during those 2 days. But we're going to start off with Logitech Brio. And if I go to the beginning here, and I've got another comment coming from Corinda. I'll catch up in a minute, Corinda. I've got a new arrangement here. So Logitech Brio, and it is highlighted down in the carousel. Today, I occasionally have to use reading glasses, so forgive me. Today, it's $130.79, which is a 13% discount. It's $130.79. Now, I got my Brio 2 years ago, and I got it specifically because I wanted to know what it's all about. Why 4K? What is 4K? 720 is DVD quality, and that's what I'm broadcasting to you in now, 720 in Amazon Live. 1080 is high definition, and you can broadcast in high definition to Facebook, to YouTube, to Twitter, to Twitch. In fact, anywhere you want in 1080. But 4K, he said, putting his reading glasses down, is somewhere up there. Now, the higher the number, the more pixels are actually transmitted. Yeah. And the more pixels there are, the clearer the picture. Now, I'm quite happy to be on 720, because when you get to 4K, you're getting a very high definition picture. But if you get the Brio and you take it out of the box and you plug it in, it'll be recognized on both Windows and on iOS. No problem at all with that. Basically, you can then take OBS, which is free. You can add your Brio camera to OBS, set your destination to YouTube, and you can broadcast, set it to 4K, of course. You can then broadcast in 4K to YouTube, and YouTube is free. So once you've got the camera, you can broadcast in 4K to YouTube, and it's a mind-blowing experience. The difference is night and day. The quality of a 4K video as opposed to 720 and 1080 is amazing. Now, we have a technical situation. We've got two technical situations. One, our browsers, and I'm using Chrome today, our browsers are not yet set up or optimized for 4K. That's got to happen. Changes are going to be made to the browsers to actually accommodate 4K video. And the second thing that's got to happen is we've got to have super fast internet everywhere. Now, I do know that down the road from us, about 2 streets away, they're actually laying gigabit cable right now. So gigabit cable will come to Devizes, which is where I live. It's about 93 miles away from London, possibly soon. Well, this year. We should get it this year, and then we can decide what to do. But the whole world needs gigabit, and it's rolling out, but it's rolling out slowly. And that's to be expected, because the way it was explained to me, how do we get gigabit internet? Well, okay. In the UK, basically, a group of workmen come along, they dig up the pavement, sidewalk, they dig up the sidewalk, and they lay cable. And they lay cable on one side of the street, then they do a channel underneath the road to the side of the street and lay more cable there. Okay, then they go away, they've done their bit. And then the rigger comes along and he links the bits that they've set up to telegraph poles. Stage 2. And in stage 3, another team comes along and actually lays the Giganet cable to your door. Now, this is not a quick process, as you can probably imagine. And with the whole of the UK to do, it's going to take a while. But I'm hopeful, fingers crossed, that in 2 or 3 months' time, we'll have gigabit. Now, it's brilliant because you can broadcast anywhere you want then, and you can do it in 4K, but you can't do it through your browser. So we've got to be patient. But I got it to do the 4K. It works out the box. There's no problem with it. You go live on YouTube using OBS. You can't use your browser, but you can use OBS. You can use vMix, or you could use XSplit Broadcaster. So we're talking about the Logitech Brio 4K webcam. In a moment, I'm going to show you some software. Just let me load the software first. I'm going a bit slow today because I'm just so excited that everything's going all around me. I'm still not going to tell Corinda what my new camera is. So I've got the software, and I can show you in about 4 minutes' time the software that actually controls not just the Brio, but the C920, 922, 925, 930, and the C270. You're watching it now, so there's no greater testament than hopefully you've got clear video where you're watching me and looking at my Samsung S22 mobile. The video is looking quite good. Ultra 4K is what it's about. It's got it's got twin noise cancelling microphones. And this is important. If you're on a Zoom call or on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, and your dog barks, if you have noise cancellation on, then only you will hear the dog. I'm using the Elgato Wave 3 microphone today, which is down the carousel, and I've got noise cancellation on. It's basically, there's no reason not to, because it cuts out all the background noises, the dog barking, neighbours working on the bathroom, all that goes, and all that's heard crisp and clear is your voice. It's got HD light auto correction. Now, I've got a light on. I've got a Logitech Litra Glow light on, which is also down in the carousel, and which I may mention later. But it's all controlled by software. And if I go here to the Litra Glow and switch the light off, now the light is off, but you can still see me because the Brio, which is on top of my BenQ monitor, BenQ monitor is down in the carousel as well, 27-inch, beautiful monitor, graphics monitor. So it's on top of my computer screen, and it's working, its socks off. But when I put the light back on, the camera can relax and you can see me more brightly. Now, it has a wide field of view. The Brio can actually see through 90 degrees, which is an arc around there. Okay, this is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, which you'll see later. And if I go there and there, okay, you can see that I'm actually live on Facebook at the moment. Okay, we're going to get picture in picture in a moment, and you get in reflection, but that's the quality of display on the Samsung S22. But a 90-degree field of view means that it's got a wide angle to go at, and I'm going to show you what it means. It is 4 times the resolution of a typical HD webcam. Most webcams do 1080, which is very high definition. It is high definition, and it's okay for browser-based broadcasting. Try saying that quickly. Browser-based broadcasting. The light adjustment I showed you a few moments ago is called Logitech Right Light. Everybody's got their own way of, well, they've all got it all tied up so that nobody else can use it. Right, it's got 3 presets. It's got the 90 degrees, 78 and 65. Now, in order that you can actually see what's going on, I'm going to remove the Be Live logo. Okay, so that's going to go. Okay, so you can now see me full screen. Okay, and we're on the Logitech Brio, and I'm about to show you some software. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to share. And in a second, as if by magic, I can go and I can share a window, and that window is this one. Yep. Just making sure I've got the right bit of software then. And then I can go into here and I can bring this on screen. Right, this is a piece of software. Logitech Capture is the generic name for the software. If you go to logitech.com, you can download the software and then you will be able to do what I'm about to do. Okay, now I'm going to take the camera and hide it for a moment. I'm going to go side by side, widescreen. So Logitech Capture is software that's on the right-hand side. Now, if I go here, yeah, and go here, there are physical controls that you can actually control the camera with. I can go down twice. I can go back up twice. So I can adjust where I am on screen. I can adjust to the right again. I can adjust to the left. Okay, adjustments. I'm just using the software that's on my desktop, which I downloaded from logitech.com. Now, those are the simple adjustments. If I go here, you may at first glance think that I'm actually sat against a brick wall. Well, if it wasn't for the creases, you might do. So using the software, what I've done is I've set up how I feel comfortable on camera. And this is my setting. Once you've got the software, you can decide on your setting. But I'll show you what I did, because I'm going to show you what I actually look like. I'm going to zoom out once. I'm going to zoom out twice. And I'm going to go to 90 degrees. Okay, this is what I look like. This is my office. And I'm just going to go to my iPad. And just a second. I need to change the timeout on my iPad. Decided. Okay, this is what I look like naturally. If I didn't have the Logitech Capture software, then these are the camera's default settings. And this is the problem. Now, a lot of people actually broadcast like this. You can see the bookcase. It's a bit messy on that side. You can see the Samsung all-in-one PC. Wish they still made it, but they don't. I've got a Microsoft Surface Book 2, which is down the carousel and is powering today's broadcast. But this is the camera's default settings. And if you don't download the software, this is what you get. You can't do anything. Okay, you need to download Logitech Capture, and then you can control the Brio, which is what we're doing now. You can control the C920, 922, 925, 930, and for Corinda's sake, the C270, using this one piece of software. And it's also simple and straightforward that I'm going to show you now, if I go side by side, okay, I'm going to show you my controlling what's happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to zoom in twice, once, twice. And then I'm going to go to 78 degrees. And now I'm back to where I was originally. So 3 buttons. And I experimented. I wanted it set up perfectly. So I experimented with the software until I was happy that I'm on screen as I want to be. If you've got the software, you're in control. You can decide how you want to appear on screen. If you've not got the software, then basically what happens is this, that you have to make do with the camera's default settings. Okay, so get the software, get Logitech Capture from logitech.com, and you're away now. You may have noticed behind me is a green screen, and there is also, oh, I'm loving this. There is also, if I get to, this is a lot better. For months, I have had my iPad on my desk, and basically every time I wanted to look at the iPad, I had to pick the iPad up and show it to you. But now I don't, because if I scroll through here, oh, wait a minute, I've missed it. Just a second. Don't go anywhere. Please, please stay where you are. Right. Okay. Behind me is an eMart stand. Now, as you can see, my office is not wide. So if I wanted a stand to take a photography backdrop, normally they have 2 poles, one at either end, and a bar going across the top. Too wide. So the solution is down in the carousel at $45.99 is the eMart T-shaped stand. And what you've got is one central bar which goes up like that, and then 2 poles across. You then put your photography backdrop over it and you clip it into place. Okay. Now with a brick wall, you've got to try and get it straight. And this is where my partner Angelica helped, because Angelica actually helped me get the brick wall in place. And then the backdrop next to it, the backdrop you're looking at now, is $14.99. So let's just go through that again. The stand is $45.99. Okay, and the backdrop is $14.99. So for less than $60, you can change the way that you look. I'm just going in again. Okay, you can change the way you look on a Zoom call for under $60. Basically, I just want to close a tab because I realize I'm actually watching myself, which I shouldn't be. When you're live broadcasting, try not to have too many tabs open. I've just closed 3 tabs, and that means that the signal that's will actually improve, but it doesn't look too bad at the moment anyway. Okay, big thank you for actually watching me on Amazon Live. I do appreciate your company today. Definitely looking forward to Amazon Prime Days, and also to my new camera, which arrives tomorrow. Okay, so this is the Brio that you're actually looking at. We've looked at the software which controls the Brio C920, 922, 925, 930, and the C270. And if I go here, I can actually show you, we've done 90 degrees. We've done 78 degrees, which is my favorite. And then 65 degrees is I'm too close to the camera. Even I am too close to the camera. So I'm going to go back out to 78 degrees. And this is where I feel comfortable. This is where I live, 78 degrees. Zoomed in twice, 78 degrees. Don't forget, software makes a difference. You've seen my photography backdrop. I've explained that. That's down in the carousel. So that was the eMart T-shaped stand. And I explained why in a small space that works beautifully. And then we spoiled for backdrops. We really are spoiled for backdrops. $15 a throw. But the thing is that photographers have got there before us. We as live broadcasters on Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch have got thousands to choose from. If you go to Amazon.com, where you are now, and you type in photography backdrop, you'll find many backdrops. They're all high quality, like the one that's behind me. and they all do a job. They actually hide what's behind you, and that's the whole purpose of it, hiding what's behind you. Now, just a final note before I stop zooming in and out. I won't zoom in and out again in this broadcast, but you'll see behind the backdrop is a green screen, and I'm a great green screen user. I love having different backdrops, different backgrounds, just using images, using web pages, using YouTube videos. So simple and straightforward to do, and I use XSplit VCam to do it, as Corinda knows. But I can't go and use a green screen on Amazon, okay, because I'm actually demonstrating product. So this is a Microsoft Arc mouse down in the carousel. If I'm demonstrating product, then basically this would get lost. I can't move the mouse, so I'm holding the mouse. Okay, it would actually get lost. So in terms of demonstrating product, you've got to have a solid backdrop, okay, like the one on my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, which is there. Okay, so let's go back again. So backdrop, stand and backdrop, both together under $60. Additional backdrops you can pick up from $15 to $30. So you could look different and stand out on every single Zoom call that you do. And you can hide things. That's the beauty of a backdrop. It hides things. Okay. And basically people will see you on screen. You'll see you've got headroom. You'll see you're in the center of the screen looking at the camera. And what could be better than that? That's the most professional presentation you can get. Okay. So that's the C920. Well, C920's cousin. Just to confirm, I'm broadcasting from BeLive. And I am using noise cancellation software, which is called Crisp.ai. Do take a look at it. You don't have to go now, but if you want some noise cancellation software, Crisp.ai, it has a free monthly allowance. So do take a look at Crisp.ai, but not now, because now we're on Amazon. Okay, now, thank you for joining me. I just want to explain one or two little things. Okay. Your host is Stephen Healey from England, and if you've unmuted, then you'll hear my English accent. Now, my accent is by way of, I was born in Lancashire, think Manchester. I then spent my youth, well, my early youth up in Cumbria, in Cumberland, in the Lakes District. And then I was in, where was I? I was in Stratford upon Avon for 12 years. And I've been in Wiltshire for 10 with Angelica. And beautiful place, beautiful county. So my accent is from everywhere. So if you're trying to place me, you might have difficulty. It's not the Queen's English or King's English as it is now, but I'm definitely from England. We're talking about live broadcasting. I'm here to help you. If you've got any questions about live broadcasting, about cameras, microphones, green screens, you name it, just ask. Okay, put it in the comments. As Corinda did earlier, I can actually show your comments on screen. Okay, and yes, they are working because I did it earlier. Okay, there may be a break in transmission, Corinda. I think we've got to live with that. We've looked at Logitech Brio. We are going to be looking at a Samsung Galaxy S22 mobile. I want to say a big thank you for watching. I do enjoy being here, and comments coming in from Michael. Michael's back, and Michael's comments coming in now. Looking good, young man. It's very kind of you, sir. Made my day. You've helped make my day. Welcome back. And Michael's a good friend and has just joined us. And I can see that Mr. Nick Wood has joined us. Yeah, I don't know whether this is actually going to show. I made a change just whilst we're here. Let's see if this shows. Nick, if you're still watching, in the featured items section, can you see a Lamical gooseneck tablet stand? Okay, I want to talk about this because I can't show it today. I'm going to show it you tomorrow. But the thing is that when I'm presenting as I am now, then I need an iPad. Okay, I need either an iPhone or an iPad, because the only way that Amazon Live works is with an iOS device. So just over a year ago, I went and got myself an iPad, and I'm definitely love iPads now because I've been using it 5 days a week for the last year. And the gooseneck stand has just changed my life. I mean, a small investment, and it now means that my iPad is off to the side of me rather than being all over the desk. It's in one place. I can actually see it. I can actually read it. Brilliant. It's the little things that make a difference. Talking of little things that make a difference. This is not in the carousel yet. Just let me take that off a second. This will be in the carousel tomorrow. One of the biggest problems we have when you're putting together a studio, a broadcasting studio, you think you just need a camera and a microphone. No, you don't. You need a kitchen sink as well. The biggest problem is cables. If I can get, where's a cable when you want one? I don't have any cables lying about. I'll tell you why I don't have any cables lying about. Because of this. They still got the tag on it. I only got this from Amazon an hour ago, which is why I haven't actually updated the carousel. But if I show you this, it's got all my cables in. Yeah, it's a cable tidy. And I mean, I've got hundreds of cables. I should label them as to what each cable does. But now all my cables are in this beautiful. I'm going to put it in the carousel tomorrow. But to me, that is magical, because it means I don't have cables lying about all over the place, and it makes a great deal of difference. I tell you, Angelica's happy because I don't have cables everywhere. Over to Michael. And Michael is saying, do you prefer streaming with Amazon versus BeLive? I basically, I am, just a minute. Where can I go? Just a second. If I go here, I am broadcasting using BeLive. I am broadcasting to Amazon using BeLive. I genuinely, right, okay. I've got to say, there's a secret to Amazon Live, that if you do your work and you prepare your broadcast, people come and watch you. Thank you for coming to watch me. The greatest audiences are on Amazon Live because you're all looking for items which I talk about, and I love that. I love telling stories, but I'm actually using BeLive to broadcast to Amazon Live. It's the only way. It's my preferred way of doing it. Okay, so I am doing both. I'm broadcasting to Amazon from my BeLive studio. Okay, and just to confirm. Oh, wait a minute. That's too big, isn't it? Just a minute. Let's shrink that. Just a second. Just a second. That's better. You're watching Stephen live from Wiltshire, England. So this will be on the show tomorrow. I'll be explaining. Forget the right way up. What's the right way up? Oh, that just comes off, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. It's actually got that stuck on. I don't know. I'm gonna. Oh, wait a minute. It says, it's international sign, cables, hard drives. Yeah, carrying case. Okay, so basically, all my cables, Angelica's happy, all my cables have disappeared. And over to Michael again. So Amazon is it is exactly. Amazon Live is a destination like YouTube or Facebook. If you click the link up above, Michael, you'll be able to join us on Amazon Live. I've got Mr. Nick Wood and Mr. Corinda Marley, who are actually watching me on Amazon Live at the moment. Totally different experience, because on Amazon Live, if I go here, and I can stop showing you the software now. Okay, comment from Michael coming in. We'll take that comment, then I'll go. And comment is, thank you, sir. You're most welcome. Nice to see you. Brilliant. If I basically bring this back in. Okay, so all this time we've been talking about Logitech Brio. We've talked about backdrops and the importance of backdrops and how you can change how you look on camera in a Zoom call or on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. Right. Okay, our next item in the carousel is this one. Okay, and now people who know me, and quite a few people do, people who know me think I've got, well, I'm an OBSBot fan. I am. I've got two OBSBot. I'll show you an OBSBot. Just a minute. If I go here, I need some software first. Just a minute. Hang on a second. I need some software. Okay, software's loading. Right. Okay. This is my desktop, and this is an OBSBot. If I just go over here and I zoom out a little bit. Okay, there we are. This is the OBSBot. Basically, you've got a camera on the top, you have a 2-axis gimbal underneath, and then you've got the camera body underneath that. So it's a very, well, if you look at the size of my hand as opposed to the size of the camera, it is a, in the UK, we'd say it's dinky or small. It's not a very big camera, but it's very powerful. Now I've got two of these. One is actually on top of my BenQ monitor, and this second one is actually freestanding on a tripod, a very beautiful tripod. Just a minute, I just need to make a change. I've got something distracting me. And if I go that way or that way, okay, I'm sorting my phone out. I'll go there or there, just a minute. All right, okay. Right, so that's what an OBSBot looks like. And the thing about an OBSBot is that it has 3 presets. Now, a normal camera, let's come back to me for a minute. This is preset 1, and then I'm going to go to the next preset, which is me. So this is me on the OBSBot 4K camera. The first thing is it's got 3 presets, not 4, 3. Okay. It can go from me to the desktop. Okay, and this is live. There's the 7-way USB hub, all sorts of things on there, including my Fitbit, which is being charged at the moment. And then I can go out to the garden. So I've got 3 presets. Okay, now I can, it's got 4 times zoom, so I can actually zoom out. And if I do that, you'll see that we're actually looking through the office window. And then if I zoom back in again, oh, that's the OBSBot box, by the way. If you see that box, that's OBSBot. Go zoom back in, and we're looking out over the neighbours' gardens. It's in the low 60s today. There is a breeze, and because the sun's not out, I've no reflection. I've got a slight reflection, actually. I can't do anything about. Back to me. So the first thing about the OBSBot 4K is it's got 3 presets. So if I go here and I go here, I got an admission to make now. In order to make sure I don't miss anything, I've written everything down. And for everything I'm showing you, I've actually got an agenda, a written agenda. So I'm going to show you the salient points and explain them. Okay, it's an AI-powered framing and autofocus. I'm going to demonstrate that. There will be a live demonstration in 4 or 5 minutes of AI-powered framing and autofocus. Well, okay, autofocus I can show you now. Later in this broadcast, we're going to meet these, which are Aftershok's earbuds. And if I put these nearer the camera, you can see that the system is actually, camera is actually focusing on them as opposed to me. Autofocus on objects. Okay, so that's autofocus. It is a 4K video camera, so you can get OBS and you can go live to YouTube and you can broadcast in 4K. People can watch you in 4K. People can watch the replay in 4K, all for free. It has dual omnidirectional microphones built in. If we go here and I go here again, this is the actual unit. And oh, wait a minute, need to go up a bit. This is the actual unit. I just need to update that. Okay, I can actually zoom in a bit to get you a bit closer to that. Okay, so let's just experiment a minute. So I can get you so close to that camera, a bit further. Okay, I'm doing this while live, obviously, and you can do the same. So there's this, it's on the stand, and then you've got the camera lens, you've got the camera body, and you've got the but the thing I love about it's the little things that make a difference. And in terms of privacy, if I go like this, I'm going to ask the camera to just watch this bit at the top. I'm going to ask the camera to go into privacy mode. You notice how the lens has turned into the camera body, and that's the ultimate. It's actually turned off. So I can switch it off and then switch it back on again. Okay, and it's on the gimbal, and it's just moved around and come back to me. It's got dual omnidirectional microphones, and that's important because it's also got auto tracking with the 2-axis gimbal we've been talking about. It's got low light correction. If I switch my light off, yeah, then you can still see me because the camera is compensating for that. I'll put the light back on because the 3 things important in broadcasting are camera, microphone, lighting. Okay, and now that we've had the low light correction, okay, it's got magical gestures. If I go like that, the camera will follow me. I'll show you this in a minute. If I go like that, the camera will stop following me. If I go like that, it will zoom in. If I go like that again, it will zoom out. So I'm trying to do this independently. 2 gestures control the camera, and you've only got to be in front of the camera. You don't have to be near your computer for those to work. So magical gesture control we've done. Dual omnidirectional microphones. Oh, sorry, you said the set's moving? Yes, it is. Sorry about that. It won't move now. Okay, sorry. It's got dual omnidirectional microphones, pick up the sound all around you, but it's got noise reduction, not noise cancellation, noise reduction. I'll explain why when we go on to the next, because this is the ideal 4K video conference camera. I'll explain why in a moment. Okay. It's got the 3 preset positions. We've been through those. We've been to me, we've been to desktop, we've been to garden. And it's got AI tracking and versatile mounting. You can actually put the camera webcam on top of your monitor. It's got a magnet there. Okay, there's a magnet on the bottom of the camera, and you just go like that, put the camera on the magnet. But before that, you put this stand over the edge of your monitor, and there's an adhesive strip there, and you can glue this onto your monitor so it won't move. And believe you me, it's strong glue, because I had to take this one off. It is strong glue, just take my word for that. Versatile mounting we've looked at. We've seen it on a desktop on a tripod. Okay. This is the part of the broadcast where things can go spectacularly right or spectacularly wrong. And this is basically, I'm going to show you why I love the OBSBot. The OBSBot is a 4K camera. It's high quality, and you're watching it now. But its speciality is the fact that it's got AI tracking. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press a button and I'm going to move back. Okay, so oh, wait a minute. I need to take, In order to get traction on the floor, I need to be like that. Okay, so I'm going to push back now. Yeah. And I'm going to stand up. Just a minute. Okay. Do you know, I did this yesterday. I did this demonstration yesterday, and Nick knows. Nick was watching on Amazon.com. Thank you for the comments, Nick. I did this 3 times yesterday, and today it just worked first time. I'm ever so grateful. Thank you, ObSpot, for making this work. First off, it's got AI tracking. Now that means if I go here, you'll be able to see me a bit better. You've got AI tracking, and that means that this beautiful camera, this beautiful webcam, can actually follow me around. Okay, and I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. Just give me a second. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay, this camera basically tracks you as you move. Yeah, the camera will move too. Now I'm not going to move too fast, okay, because I'm in the office. And it tracks your movement. Basically what it's doing is tracking your face, and as you move, the camera will move with you, and every time it does, it's putting you in the center of the frame and giving you headroom. And I'm just blown away. I mean, I could have hours of fun just walking around the office, but from a practical point of view, it does mean that I can present sat down, or I can present stood up. Okay, down in the carousel, you will find this. Okay, and this is, let me see if I can find it. We're still talking about the ObSpot. We're going to digress though, because I'm looking for something down in the carousel. I love the fact that I've got this new gooseneck stand, because it makes life a lot easier. And you can see that I'm actually being tracked, and there it is. Down in the carousel, as the featured item now, is this. And this is the IPEVO stand. This is a very, very solid stand. Doing that is akin to weightlifting. You notice how the camera moved as I did that. There's a joint at the bottom, okay, which goes like that, or you can straighten it up again. There's a second joint there, and then the final joint is there. So it's 3 joints. But the thing is that if you want to take your mobile phone there and you want to put it in a clamp, this is the ideal clamp for doing cookery demonstrations. If you're using a mobile phone and you want this phone to actually film the cooking area, then you can actually manipulate the stand to actually be able to film the cooking area. And it's just, I mean, it's the quality of the build. This is, you've got to want to move the joints. They don't move of their own. Now, this from IPEVO. IPEVO are well known for document cameras. Okay, this is the stand. If I straighten it up a bit, that's better. Right, I wondered where I was going wrong then. The IPEVO stand will hold your mobile phone. It will hold it rock steady. If you knock this, then it's more likely to knock you back. It won't fall over. If you look at a typical tripod stand, yeah, if you knock this, it will fall over. If you knock this, it will not fall over. No way. No way. It's like weightlifting. But the other thing is, if you've got the camera facing out, then you could do your cookery demonstration. Yeah. So looking out at the cooking area, your camera, the clamp extends. It will take a Samsung Galaxy S22. It will take Samsung Galaxy S23. iPhone 12, iPhone 13 can go into this. No problem at all, because you just extend the clamp, pull the jaws. Pull the jaws apart like that. I don't want to trap my fingers. and you can put the larger phone in. Now, if you click the link in the carousel, you'll find that IPVA are well known for, in addition to this stand, document cameras. And basically, instead of the clamp at the end here, what you have is a document camera, and you put your book or paper onto the desktop, and then you actually have the camera looking down at the item that's on the desktop. And then the clever bit, the camera transmits to a projector onto the whiteboard, and you're going from book through camera to whiteboard. So the whole range of IPVO stands and IPVO doc cams. It's on my wish list, has to be said. If you're a teacher and you're looking for a reliable way to do this, something that the kids will appreciate is the quality of the camera that is in the doc cam. And the other thing is that this is, as I say, you've got to want to actually move it. You can't do it by accident. Yeah, these are physical joints, and I just love the engineering design. Yeah, it's counterbalance, and I just think it's just, see how that's too big. You can actually bend it any which way you want. Okay, until you get it to the shape that you want and how you want to use it. So if you're looking for a rigid, fixed, high quality stand, then this is my favorite stand. I've got to say that. It is solid. You probably didn't hear that, but I did bang it on the bottom. You won't hear that through my noise cancellation software, hopefully. So the IPVO stand basically is, just works. Classic design, practical, strong. It will hold your phone in a very tight grip with the clamp, and it's so easy to use and to deploy. So that's the IPVO stand. Now, the reason I was able to show you that was because I'm stood up. And I'm stood up because I'm using, let's go back over here, right to the beginning. Just let me get back to the beginning. Hang on, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I'm rushing through. We're talking about the OBSpot 4K camera, which is down in the carousel. And basically the OBSpot is 4K broadcasting to YouTube, 4 times zoom, and more fun than most cameras. Yeah, it's just a quality build. I mean, the 4K camera which I'm using now was done by crowdfunding, and it was oversubscribed so many times. And you know a camera's successful when there have been people asking, which camera should I use on Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, on Facebook, yeah, in forums, in groups. And people have been coming back and saying, look at the OBSpot. It's best kept secret. This is an amazing camera. And whilst I sit down again, I'm just going to go and take you to the desktop. So I'm sitting down again whilst you're looking at the desktop. Okay, I just want to go round the desktop for a moment. One of my pet hates is the fact that you never have enough USB ports. If you buy a new PC or Mac, you never have enough USB ports. So down in the carousel at the moment, in a second, as the featured item, I'm trying to find it. I know I put it down there. Just a minute. Don't go anywhere. I've got 40 items in the carousel. All right, okay. Featured item now is this. And this is a powered USB hub. Now, I don't know why, but computer manufacturers never give us enough USB ports. This has got 7 USB ports and 3 charging ports. So at the moment, I'm actually charging my Fitbit as we're live, and it's plugged in to one of the 3 power sockets. I can also recharge my Aftershocks headphones from here. The 7, hang on a minute. I can actually demonstrate better if I go here. Just a second. I'll know it when I find it. Wait a minute, there it is. I've done it. Just a second. Let's come back to me. Okay. And I'm going to go off full screen. Okay, there it is. This is the USB hub, powered USB hub. Now, the first thing about that is it's not taking power from your computer, from your PC. It's taking its power from the mains. That's the first thing, which means that because when you switch your computer on, all the units are on. So the computer can start up faster. That's from experience. Your computer will start up faster. The second thing is that you can switch items on and off. Now, I've got 4 cameras and 2 microphones plugged in at the moment. And I couldn't do that. My Microsoft Surface Book 2 has 2 USB-A sockets. I've now got 7 here plugged into what I've got 7 here. 7. 4 cameras, 2 microphones, all through this one unit. And I'm charging my Fitbit, and I'm actually going to charge my headphones in a second or two. But I don't know why manufacturers don't do it. This is basically the best one I've found. As you can see down the left-hand side, there are individual on and off buttons. So you can control which items are actually on and off. You can save power. You can switch off items that you're not actually using. Yeah, you can switch on anytime. Basically, my routine has totally changed. When I come into the office in the morning, first thing I do is I press all 7 buttons on. Yeah, so all the cameras, all the microphones are powered up before I switch the computer on. And that's changed the way that I work. It is so effective because you're not taking power from your laptop or your Windows machine. You're actually taking power from the mains. And it makes it easier to switch things on in the morning. So switch the 7 on, switch your computer on. In the night, in the evening, switch the 7 off, switch your computer off. Your computer will close down quicker. I know this. This is not here. This is me. I actually use it. I actually got one. You can see it. It's actually here. That's it. Okay, as I say, it's charging my Fitbit at the moment, and I'm going to use it to charge my Aftershocks headphones as well. So I've got 3 charging ports, and I've got 7. And the other thing is as well that there's no change in the way things work. Cameras work perfectly, microphones work perfectly. There is no degradation whatsoever in the signal. It's as if your cameras and microphones were directly plugged into your PC. Simple as. Okay. So thank you. And I can show that just a moment. I can show that on screen because I am broadcasting from my BeLive studio. So if I go here and I put this in, I'm broadcasting today using BeLive. You'll hear more about BeLive over the coming days and weeks. So thank you to BeLive for the feature of being able to show to everybody who's watching on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn what you can see on Amazon Live in the carousel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the logo off and I'm going to apply and come back to me. Okay, so back to me. So, okay, just a reminder where we are. Your host is Stephen Healey from England. We're talking about live broadcasting. We're talking about Logitech Brio. We're going to talk about this. Yeah, we're going to talk about a Samsung mobile next, which is $200 off today. If you click the link in the carousel, you get the price in the carousel. So it's $200 off. That's what we're going to talk about next. I want to say a big thank you for actually watching me live. And if you've got any questions at any point, then please do ask. Okay. I'm one of 6 English broadcasters on Amazon Live. We're all proud to be here, and we enjoy being here. And I've missed a few comments. Comment from Michael. Do you have or can you later post links to various? if you watch me, Michael, thank you for the question. If you watch me on Amazon Live, you'll be able to click the pictures. But I will do something, and let's just try this just a second. Let's just take a breather. Let me just hide this. I'm going to go over here, and I just let me see if I can do this. If I can do it, it'll be good. I need to find. All right, I'm going to hide that. Okay, I'm going to go over here. This will be good if it works. Just bear with me a moment. And I'm going to go here. Oh, wait a minute. No, I've done it wrong again. Okay, I want to get rid of that. Okay, what I do is go here, and okay. Let's try again. And this is just for Michael. Okay, if I go here and I show this on screen, let's just go off full screen. If I show this on screen, okay, this may work, this may not work. I'll tell you in a moment whether it's worked or not. Okay, because you won't see anything on Amazon Live. This is basically related to Facebook and YouTube. It's worked. Okay, now what's happening? I'm showing the Brio, and on Facebook, on YouTube, it's showing the Brio with a link, and on Facebook, it's showing the Brio with the link. So there you are, Michael. Yes. See, this is BeLive. I'm broadcasting from BeLive. I can send links to Facebook and YouTube. So the thing is now, there is a cost to this. Every time I show an item on screen, like the obs bot, okay, then what's going to happen is this. You guessed it. The link to the obs bot is going to go onto YouTube and onto Facebook. Yeah. So I don't know whether it actually went on Facebook. I don't know what's happening on YouTube. Okay. Right. So there you are, Michael. Those are the two items I've been talking about earlier. So that's that. Right. The next item I'm going to talk about is here. Not that one. Not that one. So you're going to get links now for everything that's in the carousel, Michael. You did ask for it. Okay. There's a Fitbit. I'll come back to that in a minute. And there's the other Fitbit. There's the AfterShokz Air Apex, which we'll be looking at. There's the Logitech C920X. There's the 7-way USB hub. And we've finally got to the Samsung S22 Ultra. Now, what's happened whilst I've been doing that, and this is the first time I've done it, so bear with me a moment, is that the AfterShokz have gone through, the Lume Cube has gone through, the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra has gone through. Okay, so you've got every link going there, Michael. Okay, now, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is the flagship phone for Samsung for 2022. And if I go to my crib sheet, and I'm going to make it the featured item. Okay, so it's now the featured item. I love this. I've got a Lamicore gooseneck stand, and it's actually holding my iPad, and it's holding it steady. Normally, when I've been broadcasting to, it's the stupidest of things. I've been broadcasting to Amazon Live now for 12 months. And I've been picking my iPad up and looking at my iPad and putting it down somewhere else and picking it up. And all I needed all the time was a gooseneck stand. I've got one and I'm loving it. And I'll be talking about it all day tomorrow. Right, so Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra is here. And this is the phone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hide that. And it's 256 gigabytes, 8K camera, 8K video. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually play you a short video because I can talk about, let's be honest here, I can tell you all the features of this wonderful camera. I can show you, mobile phone, sorry, always think of it as a camera. I can show you, if I go here, yeah, I can show you me live. I'm actually live on Facebook at the moment. I can show you all that. I can show you the quality of the picture. Yeah, all good. But it's a lot better if I can show you a comment from Michael. And Michael's going to come back and he's going to say thank you, hopefully. After a minute, thanks for all you do and share. You're most welcome, Michael. Take care. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so all the links are Michael. Michael asked for links. You heard him. Michael asked for links earlier, and he said, do you have or can you post the links to the various items you demoed? Just done it. Okay, job done. Okay, so I can talk for England about the video, about what the camera can do. But what I'd much rather do is go here and just give me a second. Yeah. What I'm going to do is this video of the Quartz Garden in Wiltshire was shot using the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and the DJI 5 OM gimbal. So I'm going to show you this video. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Enjoy the video. Back shortly. The Quartz Garden, and just had lunch. And the thing about the Quartz Garden is it's a beautiful place to actually stroll around and just enjoy the gardens. So I'm just going to walk around, and I am using my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and my new DJI OM5 gimbal. I've got the internal microphone on the Samsung, so no external mic. I'll try an external mic next time, but it's just so beautiful today. It's about 28 degrees, and I'm just going to try something here, because if I do this, I should be able to change the view. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to come down again. It's actually stuck, isn't it? Wait a minute. Let's adjust this. This is just a trial. Okay, so I'm going to go like that, or like that, or like that. I've got to be able to see what's on the screen, so I can see what's on the screen. And just wondering how steady this is. This is better than actually holding the phone. It's a lot easier to actually grip the gimbal than it is to actually grip the phone, so this is a win. But there's so many things this gimbal can do, and I really haven't learnt half of them, or even a quarter of them. But let's look at the borders. And there are people here today. Car park was full, but I don't think everybody actually came over here. But there's just flowers here in full bloom. We are at the beginning of August, first week in August, and the grounds here are just absolutely stunning. Now, the other thing that's important this year is that I've got my new eyes, which means that this year I can actually see clearly where I'm going. That's the entrance over there, where you come in, and then you led into the gardens. There's a cafe just around the corner, and everywhere there are places to actually sit down. Angelica's sat down at the moment while I'm taking this video. But if I try and walk a bit faster, the other thing that they said is that you can use this gimbal as a stand, and if you get the Mimo software, it will actually track you I'm going to put that one to the test, but for today we're just checking the stability and the beauty, which is Quotes Garden in Wiltshire. And I'm just trying to find a path which nobody else is taking. Shall we go across here? Okay, so I'm going to go across here. I might come back again in a minute, but see what's through here. And there's nobody. Secret passage. Let's go back again. Down onto the grass. Had a bit of problem with the paths earlier. Prefer grass paths, especially wearing these. I'm trying to keep out the way of people. I know I've discovered that we can photograph anybody we like because this is public. I'm back. Okay, I need to do a test. Just a moment. I need to go here. Mobile phone. So if I go up to the top of here, we did say that it's 8K video. That originally was 8K video. Just a moment. I just need to go here and here. And here. Okay, so you can hear me. One of the things that happens when I play a video is that sometimes my mic cuts out, or I forget to unmute it, or something goes wrong. So what I do is I'm actually watching this live broadcast which is on Amazon Live. It's also on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. And I'm just checking that I've still got sound and you can still hear me. Okay, so 256 gig or 512 gig, 8K camera. You've just seen an example. It's got the brightest display that the Samsung have ever had. Okay, I'm just going to put it down a second. It has an S Pen. If I take the S Pen out like so, yeah, and then I go here, just a second, and hopefully, I'm concentrating. Just give me a second. Oh, that's not too bad. Then I can type in "Hello Amazon." Okay, so I did that just now. Now, the beautiful thing about taking notes is there are 7 different apps that you can actually use the S Pen with. But if you're in a meeting and it's a no phones meeting, unless you've got to switch your phone off, even with the phone off, you can take notes and save them. So at the end of the meeting, all the notes that you've made are available to you when you switch the phone on. And that's a very neat feature. Yeah. So take notes whilst the phone is off. The S Pen, we'll come back to. Okay. It has a long battery life. Okay. Now I'm going to admit it now. I let this run down to 0, and using the charger, which is down in the carousel, okay, the Ugreen 30-watt charger, which I've highlighted just now. Basically, I can recharge this phone in an hour. Video on YouTube as well. So original view. It can do nightography. Yeah. I'm going to stop. I'm going to show you nightography in a moment. Angelica can hear me. She knows I'm close by. And it's got, but I'm going to stop with. It's got the lenses, and you've got 108 megapixel. So you've got 3 times zoom, 10 times zoom, and the nightography lens. It's got an adaptive color contrast. Okay, it goes from 120 down to 1, and you can read this phone in the brightest sunlight. Long-lasting battery. We said you do need a fast charger, which is down the carousel at the moment at $19.99. It's on discount. I'm just going back to the phone, which is there, and we're back to the phone. $200 off today on the phone. It's got the embedded S Pen. The thing I love about this is, if I take the phone out of the office and leave the S Pen behind, I get a little reminder. It's unlocked by Samsung. It's dual SIM. So you can have 2 SIM cards, 2 phone numbers, and from your favorite carrier. You don't need to do anything other than get the SIM card. Dimension-wise, it's 6.8 inches deep and it's WQHD screen, and as I said earlier, 120 refresh rate, and 5000 milliamp 45 watt charging. The rear camera is 108, the front camera is 40, and the camera mobile phone was released on February 9th, 2022. Okay, now hopefully I still got sound. Just a minute. And the camera. Yeah, I still got sound. I was just looking at the iPad and was wondering one or two things, but these things happen. I'm going to put this S Pen back into the phone. So that's it. The S Pen's back. It's safe, and I can put the phone in its stand. If we go here, the phone is now back in its stand. If I go this way, just a minute. I want to go. Okay, I don't need that anymore. I don't need that. I can close everything, come back to the phone, put the phone on the stand, and there we have it. There's the phone back on the stand. There's the hotspot. There's the IPvo stand we looked at earlier, and we've got the Elgato Wave 3 microphone as well. Now, I'm just going to cursor along. The Lamical phone stand, which I was showing you just a moment. The Lamical phone stand, which is featured at the moment, is $19.99. It's on discount today, 23% off. Basically, easy to assemble. You can adjust the angle and you can adjust the height as well. It's just a very simple, straightforward, very effective stand. It takes the iPhone 12 and 13. It takes the Samsung Galaxy S22 and 21. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put that phone down, put the mobile phone back on, so everything's back in place, and we're going to move on to, hopefully, if I can find it, somewhere over here. I'm going to go all the way back. Just give me a second. I got it. Okay. The next thing we're going to look at is here. It's been on charge. Okay, and that is the Fitbit Charge 5. So I've taken it off charge, and it's been charging through the USB hub there. And right, okay, I want to say a big thank you for watching today. Take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.